Today we are going to learn about the modern marvels of the world and what are the new techniques the architects, engineers have achieved. We are going to study about that. So we are going to discuss about the modern marvels. Let us see. Okay, right now, what do you mean by modern marvels? So how would you define a marvel? Is it something that makes you wonder? How did they do that? For me, a marvel is synonymous with wonder and is something unique and astonishing. Often we associate marvels with superlatives such as the tallest, the biggest, the longest, the oldest, the highest, and so on. Dear students, really, marvel is nothing but a wonder. Whatever monument of anything we just see or it comes in front of our eyes and it is outstanding, then we say that wow, right? So that means that is something, there is a really uniqueness in that, and we are going to learn about it. So let us see what it says again. There are nature's marvelous wonders such as Mount Everest, Victoria Falls, the Aurora Borealis, and the Great Barrier Reef, just to name a few. There are a number of marvels nowadays. We can say wonders of the world. So in that, the most important and unique techniques of construction, you can say, are Mount Everest, Victoria Falls, Aurora Borealis, and the Great Barrier Reef. But what about those outstanding modern man-made marvels which can make anyone gasp in awe? Yes, really, if man has made it, and really, dear students, we know that when man makes certain things for the livelihood of mankind, making it easy for the mankind, and they are really wonders for us. So such as bridges, tunnels, or railways, and that connect cities and even countries, a spacecraft that sends man to the moon, or a skyscraper built to withstand an earthquake, all have one thing in common, of course made up of man. We have never imagined that we'll travel to the moon, but yes, now we can. Yes. Okay. Next, they are made to solve problem and to make life easier for humankind. As technology advances and as man gets more creative and competitive, the list of engineering wonders will keep growing. Yes, of course. ह्यूमन बीइंग है जब तक अर्थ के ऊपर, तब तक हम लोग क्रिएटिविटी के बारे में सोच सकते हैं. इफ देयर इज ए क्रिएटिविटी, there is many brains which are giving new ideas, innovations in the world. There will be a tough competition between man, and the wonders will be there in the world. Next, so first modern marvel is International Space Station. Have a look of this photograph. Isn't it amazing? I really get fascinated towards this wonderful photograph, and there are many more photographs of the space station, but I like this because we can see the earth and the space station is on the top of it, giving all the information regarding it. So let us see its smallest history now. The International Space Station is featured in this image photographed by an STS-132 crew member on board the Space Shuttle Atlantis after the station and the shuttle began their post-undocking relative separation. Undocking of the two spacecraft occurred at 10:22 CDT on 23rd May 2010, ending a 7-day stay that saw the addition of a new station, module, rest weight, replacement of batteries, and resupply of the orbiting outpost. See, students, whenever there is a space station, there is a shuttle which is going to leave that space station in the space. So whenever the shuttle is taking such type of instruments, then they just leave that space station there, and this type of international space station is developed. It is opened up. Undocking means opened up, and it's really amazing that it's giving such a good result now also. Next is Three Gorges Dam, Sandoping, Hubei, China. Amazing photograph if you are able to see. If you can see this, such an amazing dam it is, having so much of gate. You can see the height of this, and there is a reservoir. When gates are opened, the water is collected in this reservoir, and then they are transported to the required villages nearby the river. What is the history of this? Record it breaks. The world's largest hydroelectric power station and world's largest concrete structure. To generate the electricity, this power station was developed, and it has to be said that it has totally break the old records which were in the history now, and the concrete structure, huge concrete structure in the world. The Three Gorges Dam, located on the Yangtze River and one of the China's largest construction projects since the Great Wall, is 1.5 miles wide, over 600 feet wide, and almost 400 miles long. This innovative engineering feat creates electricity equal to 18 nuclear power plants. See how much huge power. 18 nuclear power plants means a huge, big, huge amount. It serves several purposes for the Yiling district of Yingqiang in China. Not only does it produce electricity for the area, it also increases shipping capacity and provides flood storage space. Construction of the dam began in 1994. It opened for commercial operation in 2008. Although the dam is touted as one of the greatest engineering projects in China, it has been plagued with controversy. The dam has created ecological problems such as landslides and pollution, and has displaced over 1 million people and flooded archaeological sites. Third, Burj Khalifa. I think you have seen this wonderful image in the news, and you have also googled it. Such a beautiful tower. You can see how much it has got its uniqueness. You can see the small skyscrapers here also, and there is a township here, but you can see this Burj Khalifa, how long it is. Such a huge structure standing on the soil. Let us study its small information. The Burj Khalifa, known as the Burj Dubai prior to its inauguration in 2010, is a skyscraper in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. with a total height of 829.8 meter and a roof height of 828 meter. The Burj Khalifa has been the tallest structure and building in the world since its topping out in 2009. It's really amazing. 829.8. It's a quite huge height and it's standing since 2009. It's really amazing structure ever seen. So where it is? It is located in Burj Park by Emaar. One Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid built downtown Dubai, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Downtown and uptown. These are the two clarifications made in other countries. Downtown means where the offices and commercial complexes are located, and uptown means the residential area. If you can see there near this Burj Khalifa, there are lot many buildings, and this total area is known as your downtown, your government offices, commercial offices. All the official area, commercial area is known as downtown. And if you can see there, this is the town here, and this is area known as to be uptown. Dear students, this is about Khalifa. So what are the departments? Burj Khalifa Pool, height 828 meter to 830 meter to the tip. Floors are 163 and it is open 24 hours. Fourth, the Bailong elevator, Zhangjiajie, China. Again record, it breaks the highest and heaviest outdoor elevator built off the side of an enormous cliff in Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China. The Bailong elevator is the highest and heaviest outdoor elevator in the world. It is 1070 feet high and consists of three double-story glass elevators, also known as 100 Dragons elevator. The sightseeing elevator, which makes 2 minutes to ride from the base to the top, can carry 50 people in one trip, with a total of 18,000 people daily. Construction of the elevator begins in October 1999 and was finished in 2002 for the public use. See, dear students, what a huge structure it is, and it is 1070 meter high. Really very good innovation done by the China, and it is a tourist place carrying 18,000 people daily. It is of three glass elevator, which means that from three sides you can able to see the scene and sceneries. See, you can see the top of this. The tourists are having the clear view of the area, and this is your bottom. And from this bottom to the tip of this 1070 meter, it takes only 2 minutes. Isn't it amazing creation? Really, I really wonder, and it's really good creation by China. Next is your Palm Islands, Dubai. I think everyone is aware of this Palm Island, Dubai. Students, let us see what it is. It is an again record break, the world's largest artificial land, which is known as really Palm Islands. Perhaps one of the more massive innovative engineering feats. The Palm Islands are located off the coast of the United Arab Emirates in the Persian Gulf near Dubai. Known as the largest man-made set of islands, The project, which is being constructed by Nakhil Properties, a land developer in United Arab Emirates, began in 2001 with the first of three islands, Palm Jumeirah. Through the use of sand dredging ships, the islands was formed by filling the seabed with sand. The process, known as rainbowing, includes spraying sand on the top of the rising surface of the island. Each island will be in the shape of palm tree with a crescent-shaped rock encircling the top of each island. Two of the islands, the Palm Jumeirah and the Palm Jebel Ali, have been completed, while the third and the largest of the islands, Palm Jaira, is still under construction. The Palm Island project, which was commissioned by Sheikh Mohammed, will add 320 miles of beaches to the shrinking Dubai shoreline. The islands will be comprised of hundreds of luxury hotels, theme parks, high-end homes, health spas, shopping malls, and sports facilities. So many things. Students, see, have a look of this island. Really, isn't it amazing? Small houses are given here. There are big buildings you can see here also. So what is this? It's nothing but you can see the really creation of the human being on the head of the sea, pouring the sand on up to the surface of sea and doing the construction and carrying such huge building. You can see the height of this building. Okay, the height of these buildings. These are the row houses, and even I have heard about that the greatest actor of Bollywood, Shah Rukh Khan, also is having a home over here in Palm Island. So it's really fascinating for the mankind, and a huge structure made and really appreciated. See, such a huge building, such a huge construction. You can see the row houses, the hotels, and it is really a good construction by the mankind ever I have seen. And it is really a challenge to the civil engineer to build so big structures on the sand, and that also on the head of the sea. It's really a challenging project for the engineers. Wonderful look. You can see it just look like a palm tree, and such a great look of the Nile. Amazing. Next is the Beijing National Stadium. Have a look, dear students. So, have you seen it? Very good. Let us have one another look, everyone. Have you gone through this? Okay. So let us have one quick look on the small information about this. Beijing National Stadium, officially the National Stadium, also known as the Bird's Nest, is a 91,000 capacity stadium in Beijing. It's in National Stadium, SR Road, Chaoyang, China. Construction was started in 2003, and the capacity is near about 91 to 80,000. And the architectural construction style is deconstructivism. Next is Viaduct de Millau. It is the name of a bridge in France. You can have a look. So long bridge and huge height starting from this mountain. If you can see, and this is traveling from having such a wonderful curve, and again it is landing here on the next mountain. You can see so much long piers are given to carry the bridge. This is really very amazing and a huge structure in France. Let us have a look on the history. The Millau Viaduct is a multi-span cable bridge completed in 2004 across the Georges Valley of the Tarn near Millau in southern France. The design team was led by engineer Michael Vergoglech and English architect Norman Foster. Viaduct de Millau 12400 Millau, France, constructed on 16 October 2001. Clearance is 270 meter and body of the water is Tarn. Location Millau, France, Crescents. Have a quick look on some of the photographs of the bridge. This is again a cable. You can see the cables of this bridge. See a rainbow. Isn't it amazing picture? Again you can see the cables, and this is a pier. Next is Hoover Dam. It's really a huge structure in USA. I have really been there to see this Hoover Dam. Traveling from LA, Las Vegas, it takes near about 1.5 hours, and it's really rocky area, and there we have gone to see this dam. Dear students, I want to tell you that the picture is so beautiful, and when I was standing really here on the tip of this dam, and I have seen downwards, I was really frightened. It was so huge, and the people standing here were looking so tiny, and really amazing dam I have ever seen in my entire life. This is a small picture of this. It's really very huge dam constructed by the mankind on the river end. And all here the dam is surrounded by the big mountains of stones. And you can see that I have never seen in USA such a summery climate, such a hot climate was there. Then in California, or if you can go to Ohio or in Texas, the temperature is very cool. But in this Nevada state, where near Las Vegas this dam is construction, is really a hot area. So let us have a big look again. The dam is situated from this side, then when it is opened, the water travels from here. This is the bridge constructed to just travel from one place to another. You can walk from here and you can see the dam also. Hoover Dam is a concrete arch gravity dam in a black canyon of the Colorado River on the border between the US states of Nevada and Arizona. It was constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression and was dedicated on September 30, 1935 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Address Nevada, United States, constructed 1931, 221 meter and closed and opens at 9 a.m. See the one more figure. So jackwells are developed on the river side. This is the arch-shaped dam. Again, you can see this is the Hoover Dam office. You can have the Hoover Dam stamps and souvenirs from here. Next is Burj Al Arab. Again, one of the huge hotels or a building in the Middle East, and see the figure, it gives such a royal look. You can see the such a royal car standing with the divers, amazing figure. Again, you can see such a huge structure on the bed of the sea. Let us have a look on small history of this. The Burj Al Arab, Tower of the Arabs, is a luxury hotel located in the city of Dubai, United Arab Emirates, managed by Jumeirah Hotel Group. It is one of the tallest hotels in the world. Although 39% of its total height is made up of non-occupable space. Burj Al Arab stands on an artificial island 280 meters from Jumeirah Beach and is connected to the mainland by a private curving bridge. The shape of the structure is designed to resemble the sail of a ship. It has a helipad near the roof at a height of 210 meters above ground level. This is your helipad. Okay, and this shape is the shape of the sail of the ship which we have on many of the ships if you have seen, and it is 210 meters from the ground level, this helipad, and total height is near about 920 feet of this hotel. Dear students, this is the end of modern marvels. In next class, we are going to learn about the development of the materials and construction methods. So for today, it's enough. Thank you very much.